Today we're zeroing in on Marin County single-family homes, no condos, no townhouses, no shared laundry rooms where someone always steals your dryer time, just actual houses with 4 walls and maybe even a backyard where you might lose your Wi-Fi signal. I've got the April sales data right here, and let's just say the trends aren't shy. If you're buying or selling a home in Marin, this isn't an episode to scroll past. This month's numbers basically took the broader Marin County real estate trends and hit zoom in. So yeah, single family homes for sale in Marin County are telling us something different, and I have a price chart with a total of 9 metrics from Marin County home sales, and 6 of them are flashing red. Oh my. So let's get to it. I'm Karrie Hill, lawyer turned realtor, here to help you buy or sell any home in Marin County, California, whether you're dreaming of a hillside view or trying to offload your vintage fixer-upper. My contact information is in the description below, or just email me. And of course, if you want to see what Marin County homes for sale actually closed last month, who got full price, who got ghosted, who somehow convinced a buyer to fork over $200,000 over asking, yeah, sign up for that list by hitting the newsletter link in the description below. I do all the math for you. Yes, it's a spreadsheet. If you missed last week's market update video, it gave the full scoop on real estate in Marin County, including the trend that more homes are selling under list price and fewer are flying above list price. That's 3 months of cooling off behavior in a row, aka bidding wars are not the vibe this spring. So if you're watching Bay Area housing prices, this is the local single family homes lens that you need. Okay, on to the charts. Okay, so here we are with the inventory of single family homes, and these light green bars are this actual inventory that we're trying to talk about here. We've got 406 homes on the market now. Look, so much bigger than anything else on this chart. In a minute, I'm going to go back 5 years and show you what that looks like. But sorry, I cut off the side here. But the for sale homes are up 53.2% over the prior month, and also up 48.7% over this time last year, and also up 48.7%. Oh, actually, that, you know what? I remember now. This is the way they do the numbers here. It's only a shot at the very last day. It's not throughout the month like the rest of the numbers. So these numbers always end up being the same. Just the way Trend Graphics, who's the one who comes up with these charts, it's just the way they calculate it. In any event, it's super up. So it's showing that there's just a lot more inventory on the market, which eventually will likely shift things to more of a buyer's market if this keeps up. So this is a big deal. And these numbers, by the way, are larger than for all of Marin in the video that I did last week. And so that means that what's going on in Marin County is magnified in single family homes. So let's look at the sold homes. Those were up 24.6%. They were up 17.4% this month compared to that same month last year, and up 22% when you look at the whole quarter, more statistically relevant. But you can see that these numbers are a lot lower than what's going on, what is available on the market. So buyers are not as enthusiastic as they were last spring. This middle number, by the way, is the new listings. That's the blue one. And those have been going down, and yet this number is going up. Okay, so here's the inventory for the past 5 years. Now it looks like you're gonna look at this right here and you go, oh no, it's not that high. This isn't last month's data. This is the prior month. It's not on this chart yet because I always show you preliminary information for these videos to get it to you as quick as possible. Yes, there can be little tweaks to the numbers, but they don't change much. That's the same reason why all the news is so far behind. When you see, oh, housing's up, some amount, it could be 3 months old. It's really, really lagging in the news. So in any event, so this number is not the one. The number we're looking for is way over here on this scale, was 406, right? In inventory, and that's gonna be just above this 400 number. You can follow that line and see nothing's been that high. You can't find that number until you're right in here, which is spring 2021. So it has been quite a while since we've seen inventory numbers like this. And yes, we've had that lock-in effect where people don't wanna move, but when they start hearing that other people people are putting their homes on the market, you can expect that to just keep on going. And the people who were thinking, well, you know, I was hoping for a higher price and not to have to take on a mortgage at a higher rate so that I can change where I live, they might start to change what they're thinking. And we know there's a lot of people who have not, you know, put their homes on the market in the last several years. And I wonder if there'll just suddenly be a ton of those people as they start doing the math between selling their house at a good price or paying a higher interest rate. Because at some point that could flip. Yeah, interest rates are higher, but they might have enough equity to just move anyway. Who knows? But interest rates are higher. But if they're getting over, you know, we start seeing lower and lower prices, that's going to motivate people even more to bring even more homes on the market, and we could just have a stampede. So we'll see if this is the beginning of it. This is days on market, and you can see that it went down last month, just like it typically does in spring. And that number is right here, that it was down 18.7%. But the interesting thing is that compared to last spring at this time, it's up 18.2%. So homes are taking longer to sell this spring than last spring. So again, now we're back on that path of, things are all starting to look a little weaker this spring. Now when you look at the whole quarter, then it's still up 3%. So we'll see how that'll play out. Maybe we'll get a lot more information by next month, because next month we'll have May's numbers and we're going to start approaching the end of this hot season. Because, you know, of course it takes about 30 homes. Most homes don't close for 30 days. So we're still going to see some of the spring numbers when we're looking at even things that close in the beginning of June. And that's when it tends to close down. So we really have 2 more months of things that we would expect to be a little hotter, but it could be the whole peak by the May's numbers, which actually the whole market peaked in 2022 in May. So we'll see. Anyway, regarding the sold versus over, the original list price, that has gone up a little bit in spring, just like it does tend to do. And it even does show up in the compared to last spring numbers or using the whole quarter. And that's very consistent with the video I did last week on all of Marin County. Okay, so here's the interesting part, especially when you compare it to last week's, the all of Marin County, and that is that yes, prices, the median sold price, that's the blue bars here, did go up 0.9% month over month, and the average sold price, which is the red line here, that did go up 12.5% month over month. But when you move out 1 year and compare both those numbers to the same time last year, it's now down 0.6% and down 1%. And then when you shine even more light on it by having a more statistically relevant number like the full quarter numbers, that's down 2.9% and down 6.9%. So this is very different than last week's, because last week this number was 0 for all of Marin, and this one was actually up for all of Marin. So that tells you there's a big difference between single family homes and condos and townhouses, which are the only thing that can make these numbers different, because this video is just single family. Next, or in a week or so, I'll do one on just condo. So I'm guessing right now that the condo market probably isn't as soft as the single family home market is starting to show. Anyway, this green line here, that's just what sellers are hoping to get. And you can see it's rather flat, right? I mean, it went up a little bit in the spring, but it does look like sellers are tempering their expectations on selling prices. Okay, and here is the price per square foot, and this looks like a carbon copy of the Marin numbers, but there is a difference. And that is, wow, prices really went up on the square footage, average square foot. So again, it really does depend on what's on the market. That is basically up 10% month over month, as well as 2% for the same month last year. But here we got the down one. When you look at the more statistically relevant number, suddenly the square footage is, or rather the price per square foot is not as high. And that is a difference from last week where we did all of Marin County. This number was still green. So again, you can guess about what that's going to mean for condos and townhouses, the video coming out next week. If you missed my crazy little video on how your agent could get your home banned from the platform with by far the largest traffic, Zillow, check out my video. Zillow slams compass. Sellers for off-market home sales. Turf war. I think Zillow wins, so sellers beware. Looking for more information about living in Marin County or information for buyers or sellers, there should be some video recommendations popping up right now. And hey, please subscribe to encourage me to keep doing these videos. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching and have a great day.